I was really stuck before I joined the program and a little bit lost. I've certainly always been the yes girl, but it has served me well. Until now, I've progressed. Particularly before I was a manager, I was progressing quite quickly through the ranks. I'm feeling I'm ready to move into an executive role, and I'm being overlooked for those types of roles because I'm not visible and I don't have executive presence in the organisation because I'm focused on doing the things that have worked for me in the past, which is working really hard. I think the most valuable for me in terms of where I'm at in my career now has to be that the way that I've done things in the past is not necessarily what's going to progress me in the future or allow me to continue progressing with my career. Some of the learnings are really confronting, but things I needed to hear. And one of the things I needed to hear the most was in not saying no or saying yes all of the time, I was letting my team down as well. One of my big learnings through the course was that I may be the blocker. I am actually the blocker potentially from receiving feedback from my manager. The reason that I haven't been receiving the feedback I need is because in the past I have reacted when I've been given either been told no or given some constructive feedback that didn't sit very well. I would recommend it to every female I know. Fiona and I already have been. One of the very, very best things I heard throughout the course was be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself like you would a friend. And I feel since I've been trialling that, absolutely. I leave meetings now where once I would have, the meeting would have played out in my head for days and I would have worried about the things I've said and I would have worried about whether I could have put things better or whether there may have been I could have actually even just changed the things that I said, that maybe I focused on the wrong things. I pause and I say to myself, now what would your best friend say to you? And you know what she would have said to me if she was in that meeting with me? You offered the best information you had to hand at the time. You did the best you could at the time. And I actually feel like I'm sleeping a lot better because these things are not playing out in my head over and over anymore. I feel so much calmer. I feel like my nervous system is really settled. Before this course, I honestly felt like I was going through this alone, that I was alone in my struggles, that I was the only one having these struggles. And to meet two incredible women who both come across as confident to me, and to understand and to see and to hear and to learn that they're having the same struggles. Previously, I'd show up at meetings and over-prepare and get very anxious and nervous about contributing to the meeting because I was concerned that I may not know everything or I may not be prepared for every question that might come my way. And I've actually now put in place a plan when I go to these meetings where if I'm not aware of something, I don't have the information to hand, I'm now just going to state, let me do some research and come back to you on that. And that has allowed me to be really present in meetings and really listen and take in information and respond accordingly and do it with more confidence and not be nervous and anxious about having to know everything, putting out all that pressure on me. When our CEO was visiting recently, I received an invitation to attend the next board meeting and present at the next board meeting, and I've never been offered that. What am I excited about for the next 6 months? For me, it's putting into practice everything that I've taken away from the course. With this course, it come along at the absolute right time for me.